Good morning, YouTubes!
Here we go, you guys. Guitar. You are looking for your first metal guitar. What do you buy? Do you buy 7 strings? Do you want a tremolo? Do you buy 8 strings? 6 strings? There are thousands of guitars. You go into a guitar shop, you're going to be spoilt for choice. It's like when you're looking for a date, like there's a billion people on the planet who might be a good date for you, and you have this idea, or there'll be like this perfect... No, it doesn't work like that. And it's not like that with guitars either. It's not like that with cars or anything else. So here we go. What we're going to do, I'm just going to tell you what guitar you should buy. I'm going to tell you what to look for as well, in case you don't want to buy the guitar that I think you should buy. My first recommendation, you need a humbucker pickup on your guitar if you're playing metal. A humbucker is 2 coils side by side, which are wired up so that the far field electromagnetic signal is cancelled out because they're back to back. The near field signal from the strings basically adds up to double, so it's louder and it gives you more distortion. So that's why you need a humbucker. 2 humbuckers would be better, you know, bridge pickup and a neck pickup. That would be good. I do not recommend that you have for your first guitar a tremolo. And you might want a tremolo. That's fine. I warn you now, it will drive you crazy trying to keep that thing in tune. Even if you get a locking trem, I've got 2 different kinds of locking trem, and they're still going out of tune all the time. And what's nice with a fixed bridge is it does not go out of tune as much when you're playing it. That's great. And I've been playing guitar now, 40 years I've been playing guitar almost now. And I would say I still get annoyed with the trem going out of tune. It's like, stop it. So yeah, that's my recommendation. No tremolo. I also recommend you go for 6 strings. Unless you're desperate to play Meshuggah or something like that. And even then, I mean, look, 8 strings is going to be... It's going to feel big and difficult to play for your first guitar, I would say. The nice thing with 6 strings, it feels nice and light compared to the others. It feels smaller, easier to play, easier to handle. And you can always down tune it. So you could get different strings, down tune it to the same tuning as a 7 string or an 8 string. You'd have the same notes. You're just missing the top strings then. Is that a big drama if you want to play chuggy riffs all day long? Probably not. The guitar I recommend you buy is Les Paul Special Vintage Edition. I bought that guitar for my daughter as her first guitar, and I play it myself. I used it on some of my own songs. Don't tell her. They are available on the web for between 150 and 250. You can get it in ebony black. I really like guitars where you can see the wood. That's just me. I like to see the wood. There's something organic about the wood. It feels like a living thing. It obviously was once a living thing before someone cut it down. Whereas when it's painted, you don't really get that feeling that you do when you see the wood and you feel the raw wood. You can get it in a worn ebony, which in America is called tobacco sunburst, and you can get it in cherry sunburst. I wouldn't worry too much about the colour, but of course, you know, black is pretty cool for metal. I mean, Markham Art, the singer, has a yellow guitar. So, colour doesn't really matter so much as the sound. So, does this guitar sound good for metal music? Yes. This guitar sounds amazing. Just buy it. Just use this one. Don't waste any time looking around at other guitars. Unless you really want to. I don't know. You don't need an amp. The amp sims in GarageBand, or if you're from the colonies, GarageBand, they're fine. For starting out, they're absolutely fine. The other thing you're going to need, one of these bad boys, Scarlett 2i2. It's basically a USB external sound card. 2 inputs on the front, 2 outputs on the back, USB connection. These things are great. People say online that you can't use them with microphones. I use it with a microphone all the time. It sounds great. No idea what they're talking about at all. I don't know what people use on PCs for free amp simulation, but that's what the comments box is for. Tell us what you think. I use Logic Pro myself. Well, the bass amps in Logic Pro sound awesome. There's one in particular that I'll, when we get to bass guitar, I'll show you which one I like to use. It sounds brilliant. The guitar amps, they're okay. I mean, you can practice with them, but for recording stuff, eventually you're going to probably get an external guitar amp. But wait until you get good enough. Wait until you figure out what kind of amp you want, what kind of sound you want, how you play. You've got time to sort that out and think about it. You don't need to spend a lot of money on this stuff. There isn't a golden quantity of money to spend on a guitar. I played guitars which cost $150 all the way up to guitars which cost $4,000, pounds, euros, whatever you like. There are perfectly good guitars costing $150. So get one that feels comfortable for you, and well, if you want to spend $4,000 on a guitar and you've got it, why not? But you don't need to. You can get really good guitars for a lot less than that. What I've been listening to this week, Existence is Futile by Cradle of Filth. Brilliant stuff. I've been a Cradle of Filth fan for a long time, and this is their best album. I know it's not brand new. I know it's been out for a while now. I've listened to it lots of times, but I was listening to it a lot this week. Fantastic. What I've been reading, a D&D Player's Handbook. Creating a fully fleshed out NPC for my children's party. Wild magic sorcerer tiefling, grumpy old dude. Gonna be fun. There's no questions this week because this is the first episode. If you've got any questions on anything I've said today, feel free to ask. I will read them and I will try and answer all of them. All 3 of them. All 1 of them. So go for it. You ask away. And I'll be back next week with... I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I'm not sure if I'm going to go onto another topic like bass, drums, mixing, or if I'll go through all the guitar movies in one. I think I might do that. I might go through all the guitar movies, get them all done, and then move on to the next thing. That's probably what I'll do. So then what I'll do next week, I will start you off on how to play guitar once you've bought one. How to restring it, how to fix it up if there's anything wrong with it. Don't be scared of fixing your stuff. It's easy. I'll show you how to do it all.